Hi guys, and you're watching The Walking Logic. In this video, I want to talk about a few things that came into my head that I have been realizing recently. And I do not know what my heading is going to be about the video, but I think it was just so important to record it because these are just some things that are going to help you any which ways. So my first point is that if you put anything above yourself, whether it's money, fame, success, people's opinion above your head, it's gonna cause a headache and you will lose it. Like if you're trying to chase any of it, you will lose it. You know why? Because one of the biggest lessons you have to learn through people is to value yourself. The biggest lesson is to know that you are more valuable than any of these things. And I'm not saying to not be materialistic, to not, have a relationship or not do good in your career. But when you're chasing all of this, that is not your highest vibration. Your highest vibration is you accepting yourself, you loving yourself, you trusting whatever you're doing, whatever you're creating completely. Like, you are not thinking about, oh, is it gonna make me money? Oh, is it gonna make my career look like a great resume or anything like that. You're just thinking about, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I love to do, and I just want to do it. When you operate from that mindset, it is the highest form of vibration you can ever operate on. Now the second point is, if you are seeking validation or seeking any of the things that I mentioned before, you are externally regulated. You will never find peace because you are regulated by something outside of you. That's something that is temporary, something that always changes. So your life will be a mess. When you give importance to any of the things that I mentioned earlier, what happens is you lose joy. Like when you were a kid, how did you feel like watching cartoons? You felt relaxed, you just liked doing it. Or maybe when you painted something, how did you feel? Nice? Did you care if it was perfect, it was all how you wanted? No, you didn't. You just liked what you were doing. And that is when people are like, oh, we become adults and then we lose the drive to actually work. It's because you're not finding joy in your work. When you find joy in the way you're working, all of these things will fade away and become insignificant. Because I'm not saying money is not important, people are not important. That's not what I'm saying. And your reputation is not important and all of these things. But what is more important is yourself. When you put yourself into that situation, like, I am only gonna care about what I do and I do not care how XYZ is gonna think, or how am I gonna be portrayed, or how this is gonna bring me money. When you are choosing your direction, which in which you want to work, you choose it by your heart. You choose it like how you wanna. After that, you don't have to constantly think about, oh, am I gonna earn enough? Am I gonna do well enough? Am I gonna be pleasing people? You don't think like these things. You think about yourself, like, okay, do I like what I'm doing? That is the highest form of vibration, and it is the way to joy. Like, for example, you are a train, okay, and some people are gonna come, as passengers in one station, and on the other station some people are gonna get off, and some other new people are gonna come, and maybe the driver also changes. Everything changes. The food is getting recycled and everything, is getting renewed in the train. But the train has their focus only on the destination. The train doesn't care about, oh, who is getting off, who is not getting off. It doesn't care. What it cares, why are people there on the train? Is because the train is focused on the destination. They know they're going to reach the destination, right? So you have to understand that you are the train. Even the driver can change. Driver means the most important person in your life, or like the support system or whatever. But you are the train. If the train isn't there, there's no life. There's no movement. So if you devalue the train, that is yourself, you cannot move anything. You cannot have anything. Like, the people around you will be unhappy, You will not reach your destination. The supporting system will crack. Nothing will work if you don't move with joy. Now, the next point is insecure people. I don't care if you see someone, or if you know that you're trying to grow and there is someone who's insecure and has a very low self-esteem. You do not have to be with them. I don't care how long you've known them. I don't care what you want and whatever. That is not a neutral relationship. It's a parasitic relationship. Like, it's like petting a snake and growing him so that one day he can just engulf you. Like, I had this friend and I thought that the relationship was neutral. I saw that she was sometimes insecure, but I was like, okay, it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna help her sometimes. It's gonna be fine. And I think that I just thought that it was harmless. But then I saw that it was turning a poison for me. Like, I was not doing things, I was hesitating, and I'm not like that. And I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. And then I realized that these are just small things that these insecure people do that kind of picks with your brain, you know. And for example, I'll tell you, I recently posted a reel looking good or whatever. And then she's like asking me, did you lose weight, bro? And I'm like, you saw me like 2 days back. How come, like, you don't know how I look like? You know how I look like. So rather than just saying that, oh, you look nice or something, it's triggering for her or whatever. And I just want to say that these people are a sign of you growing. Also, if people are getting jealous for no reason, getting triggered for no reason, it's a sign that you're growing. Understand that when you're growing, people will not like you. People will not support you. Because what people want is for you to wait for their validation. They want to feel important in your life. Also, why this happens is because people and society doesn't want you to feel confident, doesn't want you to have the validation of the fact that you're growing. They want you to feel lesser. They want you to ask for their validation. Oh, do I look good? Do I look amazing? Am I doing well? And I'm not someone who does that. I mean, I don't care if I gain weight, I lose weight. I don't care. I mean, if my work is getting done, that's what I care about. So I don't care about these comments, but when they are done, I'm like, why are you doing this? So I think that it kind of was breaking me because I considered her to be my friend, but it was like, why are you doing this? Also, I'll tell you another example. I won something, or I had an achievement. People did not congratulate me, even though they were like really close to me, and I didn't care about it. I just called them for some work I had or whatever. But the whole time, one person was demeaning and telling me, oh, why you posted about it? You shouldn't have posted. I mean, it's gonna be an evil eye or whatever. And I'm like, it has already happened. And I mean, that's my choice. Don't tell me what to do. And then secondly, the other person, I had to console her the whole time. I was consoling her about my achievement. Like, bro, the first thing you should be doing is congratulating me over this. But she couldn't do it. And I just want to say that there are people who are going to be inspired by you when you put yourself out there. But there are also going to be people who do not like the growth. You know why? Because they cannot be their authentic self. And when you are your authentic self, it triggers them. Because they're not able to do that. So they don't even want you to do that. So they're not going to get inspired by you, but rather would like to pull you down. Whenever, whatever you do, you'll have a bunch of people who like it, and a bunch of people who will not like it. And sometimes it's gonna be a mix. And that's why people's opinion do not matter. You do things because you want to do things. You do not have to think, oh, am I gonna lose this person? Am I gonna lose that person? You have to just be yourself. Even if it intimidates people, even if people call you crazy, you just be yourself. Because that's what your job is, and you are supposed to prioritize your joy. Because I'm telling you, that is the most important thing. These people that are getting insecure or whatever, they will learn through hard lessons. You don't have to teach them, you don't have to manage yourself because of them. But don't you diminish yourself because of these people. And that's what I'm trying to say, that these people's opinion do not matter. What matters is your joy in doing things. Last and the most important point is stop explaining yourself to people. You are not supposed to explain why you do the things that you do, why are you doing it the way you want to do it. You stop doing that. So I wanted to do this course, and everybody was like very much against it. But because I'm very like blunt, people were like just not able to say it to my face, but I could see their expressions and everything. So what they did was they went to my parents and they were like convincing them like, oh, I don't know what your daughter is doing. I don't know, she's getting distracted. I mean, she's academically very well. I mean, she should just focus on her, career and everything. And my parents got a little skeptical, and they were like convincing me like, check once, and are you sure about this and everything. But I was really sure about it. Like, I once decided I'm sure about it. So I just did it, even when people were skeptical about it and doubting me and everything. And today the same people, call me and ask me like they send their like kids or whatever, like, can you help them with their career? And can you help them give some confidence or whatever? And literally people were ready to like pay me for like talking to their children to give them some confidence. And I'm like, the same course that you were demeaning was the reason. And the same question that you're asking me, that how are you so confident, is because I do the things that I say I'm gonna do. I do not care. I do not explain myself to people like, oh, I'm gonna doing this because, oh, you like me or whatever. I do it because I want to. So the best way to be confident is stop explaining yourself to people. Just do what makes you happy. Like, I mean, that's the solution. I hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, I was a little unhinged because I really wanted to speak, but I really did not have time or the time to get even ready, so I just recorded it. So I hope this video helps, and this makes you guys feel that I am present in the channel, even if I sometimes have less of a time to record a video. Bye guys, and keep coming back for more.